I'm off to Plato's Closet again today. It's Sunday, the day after my last haul video. And they told me yesterday when I got ready to leave that today they throw everything into big bins and, well, everything that's on clearance into big bins, and then everything is 2 for $1. And yesterday I bought just a specific amount of things because I knew that that was coming. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see all the stuff that I got at Plato's Closet for 2 for $1. It's gonna take at least 2 haul videos. And since I'm a glutton for punishment, my daughter and she got a text from her old babysitter that said that Goodwill bookstore is half off today, and I haven't been on their Facebook in a while, so I didn't know that it was today, so I've got to stop by there. I don't need a lot of books. I've got a lot of books right now in stock, and books are slow sellers and all of that unless it's on Amazon, and I don't have it on Amazon right now. So anyhow, but I'm gonna look for the Nintendo games and things like that. They do have those sometimes, so let's see what they've got. And I will probably run into some little people I know in here today. Well, after my trip to Plato, I got these 2 huge bags. And I got a little bit smaller bag because I watched myself in the Goodwill, but they are on sale for the next 2 days too, and I may rethink a few things and go back in there. I sell a lot of the little golden books at my booths and things. I sell any of them, but especially the little bit older ones, like Rumpelstiltskin and stuff. But this was a cool find today. I paid up a little bit on this one. Let's see, I gave $1.50 for it. And I may actually keep it in my collection because it is a first edition, so that's really kind of cool. But I found several of those, and I'll show you some other stuff later. I got to get to storage and dump off all this stuff. I have a problem. All of this has to go somewhere in here. And I have to leave this path because that's all my eBay listed stuff that I've got to find. Lord help me. When you get good buys on stuff, it's got to go somewhere. Believe it or not, I pretty much know where everything is in here. Getting to it, that's a whole other video. Well, I finished up at the first storage. That's the one with no air. That's a 10 by 20. And it is sorted out a little bit, and I got a lot of my inventory for eBay put away out of my inventory that was in the van. Sorry about the airplane. We got airplanes going over. It's holiday weekend. These boxes that are back here in the back, all of that stuff is things that I'm going to pull from. I pulled it out of the last estate and a couple of yard sales, places like that I bought some hard goods, and I'm going to put those in my antique booth. And there's one of my bags from the Goodwill sale and all of that, and then I got the other one holding the door open. I need to get a doorstop. They don't have one apparently. But anyway, I made some room in Rosie, the Wonder Van. This is one that I've got that I'm cleaning out. Hopefully in the next month I'll get this one at least empty or decide what I want to do with it. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep it and just put my eBay stuff in here, which is probably a really smart idea, because if I can get a lot of this liquidated, I got a lot of board games and things like that, and frankly, a whole lot of them, unless there's something unusual, the pieces sell for as much or more than the entire game. And so if it's a really good box, it's a really good item or something like that, something that's really old, something that's rare, I'll keep the whole thing. Right now I just liquidated it to here. I didn't even go through it, didn't see if all the pieces are there or anything else, because a lot of times you can just sell junk lots. And if you're on eBay, you can go into the keywords and put in junk drawer, and you can pull up all kinds of stuff there. It's a cool way to liquidate some of the better things, and then you've got some of the junk stuff or pieces, bits and pieces of things, and you can liquidate it there either by auction or on a buy it now, just like you do on anything else. So it's really a good way to get rid of some stuff, especially if it's junk that gets down in the box that you really weren't aware got down in there, but you bought it for a bundle price. So lots of shelves in here and things like that, and the more I look at it, I pay $99 a month. This one's climate controlled, so I could do it a little bit cheaper, but you know, I pay about $10 more, well, 12 I guess, about $12 more a month to have this where it's cool. So actually it's a good deal, because during the week nobody's here. You know, it's the weekend now and nobody's here. So a lot of times I've got let's see if I've got it in here. Yeah, I've got a stool where I can reach the top of everything, because I'm only 5'3" barely. And in my other booth and in the back of the van also, I have chairs and a TV tray. And so I just pull it out here in the middle and I just start sorting things. And if I'm in the way of somebody, it doesn't take but about a minute or two to kind of clean up my mess. I keep it kind of tight, so if anybody did come in. But to tell you the truth, I've been here in a variety of different storages and things like that, and I've run into people out on the complex, but I have yet to run into anybody so far that has come into my area where I was working. So that's kind of an accomplishment, because I'm here a lot. But anyway, I don't know, what's your opinion? You think I ought to keep this one? Just liquidate this stuff into the other one and move my eBay over here, and then try to liquidate out that other one? That might work. Yeah, it's kind of looking like that might work. I don't know, we'll see. Lots of cool stuff. You need to buy it. So I made it back from a really hot day working in storage and going to a lot of my favorite little places. And Plato's Closet was a pretty successful trip today, and Goodwill ended up being a decently good day. So I thought I would tack on the end of this a few things that have sold. We're coming up to the 4th of July in a couple of days. This is July the 2nd. And so I had a few things that sold over about the last 48 hours. I usually will run a sale pretty much every 48 hours. I'll run something on sale, and sometimes I'll overlap some of those sales, just run one every day for 2 days. Makes people think that things are moving pretty fast and they need to make a decision about something. So eBay has been slow for all of us, I'm sure, in June, which it traditionally is, and into July a lot of times. But I did have, I think, 11 things that ended up selling in the last 48 hours during my sales. So I'll show you what those are real quick. But the first thing, some of these things, many of them were in some haul videos, I think, before. But I got this at the church sale when my friend had a church sale. And let's see, the molds, I paid 25 cents for. These are like the little feet molds. I don't know if you can tell what those are, the feet for dolls, and they are vintage or whatever. I had 25 cents in these, sold them for $3 plus $3 shipping. The next thing I sold today, actually, and a lot of these clothing items especially were on sale. So this little boho top, it's from Dress Barn. I gave $1 for it, sold it for $5 plus $3.98 shipping. That's cute. This is one of the tops. I got two that were similar. It was the same brand, Plissé, or whatever the brand is on that. I didn't know the first time I showed it in the haul video, and apparently I haven't learned what it is because I haven't looked it up. But it was a large. It's real cute. I gave around a dollar for it. Most of my things I just gave a $15 price for everything that was in there, and so I figure I probably don't have any more than $1 in it or whatever. Sold for $8.79 plus $3 shipping. I've got a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Men's, I think it's a large, if I remember right. No, extra large. It's Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I paid $1 for it. It sold for $12 plus $3 shipping. I picked these up at the bins. It's Victoria's Secret. It's got the pink on here, and they don't look like they've even been worn. They may have, but they don't even look like they've been worn. And these I picked up for they ran about 30 cents by the pound. I sold them for $6 plus $3 shipping. Also at the bins, and I think it was the same day if I remember right, I picked this up. It's one of the Delta Burke bras. It's got the pretty back and everything. It's kind of a maroon color. I don't know if you can tell that on the camera or not, but it's real deep maroon. And it's a 3X on this. And let's see. Where are you, Delta Burke? By weight, this was probably 30 to 40 cents, something like that. I got $12 for it, plus $3 shipping on that. This is a pair of the board shorts. I believe I got these, if I remember right, at Park Avenue Thrift, which is like my Salvation Army. It's very similar to a Salvation Army, mostly clothes. And so these are board shorts. Of course, it's that time of year. And it's the MV fashion. And these are a size big, if I remember right. It's like a 42 or a 44 on those. The board shorts I paid $2 for, and I took a best offer at $6.50 and $3.57 shipping on those. These, I don't want to take them out of the package. These are, again, some of the little cake decorations. I got these on discount. They were all $2 a bag, and I've gotten down to just about like the last maybe 10 or 15 that I've got. I bought a whole cart full at Walmart, and I had $2 a piece in them, and I just took $3 on the best offer on this. I figured some kid needed it for his birthday, so took $3 on that, and then it was $3 shipping on that. And people have asked me how I ship something like this. Do I put it in a box or anything like that? I ship this just like I ship my bras usually, especially the underwires. The others not so much, but the underwires and these and ball caps, actually. I put in a Ziploc bag, and then I take a straw and I blow into the corner here and make my own airbag. I'll show that in a separate video sometime. But I blow air into there, and it makes your own little airbag or air pillow or whatever around this. And usually, you know, it ships just fine. I haven't ever had any complaints out of anybody. I've even had people that have commented that they thought that was ingenious. And I said, well, I can't take credit for it. I saw it a while back on somebody's station. I don't remember who it was. And then I ended up seeing it on Chris's station, 10K on the Bay. And he was doing the same thing. And I thought, I'm going to do that because that's an inexpensive way to ship it. Some people like it, some people don't. That's your opinion. But I ended up selling that for $3 plus the shipping. I've got a Pearl Harbor Hawaii hat. Of course, it's got the little distressed look, and it's the adjustable back on it. And it looks fairly new. It feels fairly new. The tag is still kind of crisp and everything, like it hasn't been washed. And it doesn't appear to have been worn or anything like that. So On the cap, I gave $1 for it at Park Avenue Thrift. Sold it on a best offer at $5.50 plus $2.85 shipping. And all these fabulous remotes, we know how those sell. And I always take a picture of it when I get ready to sell something like this. I take a picture, of course, of the front, and I take a picture of anything that's pertinent on the back. And then I open this up and I take a picture inside to show somebody how clean it is, and that you know, that there's not any corrosion in there or anything like that. And it was funny, the one picture that the guy saw was this. Apparently he hadn't looked at the other picture that showed it complete on the back, and he was concerned after he had bought it that it didn't have a back on it. I said, no, it has a back. I want to make sure that it has a back, or I would put that in the description, but better that he asked. But I bought this for 50 cents at the bins. I buy these every time I see them at the bins. I bought this for 50 cents. I sold it for $9.99 plus $3 shipping. And for those of you, if you don't know, you know, a lot of people will just take a chance. They'll grab up a whole bunch of them if it's at the bin store or a yard sale or something like that. And they just take a chance on, well, it might work or whatever. I can tell you how it'll work. Always carry AAA and AA batteries with me, and make sure that they're real good and that they're not old or anything like that. I keep those with me. What you do is you ask permission, of course, you know, because people are funny about putting things in their pockets and things like that. So you want to do this when you get up to the checkout or close to the checkout. But I always ask them, can I test these? I've got some batteries with me. Yeah, they let you. They kind of look at me funny because it's like, but you don't have anything that you can kind of, you know, test it on. Well, you do. All you have to do is put your batteries in here. For those of you that don't know, put your batteries in here, and then take your phone and do it like you're going to take a picture of it, you know, do a selfie on it or whatever, and you press your button, and then you can see that light up here. So your camera will recognize it. Your naked eye won't, but your camera will. So you'll know it'll at least come on, you know. And if everything looks good here, you know, and none of them are loose or anything like that, then this should be a working remote. That was free. And then, last but not least, I just thought these were so cool. My little 9-year-old granddaughter that you'll see every once in a while, you see her in some of my other videos, Lorelai, goes with me to the bin stores. And she is learning how to buy things to go in the antique booths. And she has put some things in there, and she's sold some things, and she's actually got a pretty good eye, and it's really kind of for strange stuff, because I'm looking at it going, well, you know, I'll kind of guide her, you know, in certain things, but then there's other things that she'll pick, and I'll say, well, okay, and because she needs to learn, you know, whether something will sell or not, and she needs to lose money or not lose money or whatever, and invariably they'll sell. I don't know, you know, how that happens, but apparently she has tapped into something that I haven't tapped into. But these were something that I knew would probably sell. It might be a long tail sale. It might be something that takes a while. But she found one of these, the little bubble prints. The Sun Got Studios. It's mid-century. And I told her, I said, well, I said, they might actually sell. I said, that might be good. And she was all excited and everything. We were at the bin store, like I said. And so I looked at her, and I said, they usually come in a set of 2 or 4. So she started digging around, and she located the other one. And so the lady told her, let's see, how many, I want to make sure that I'm telling this right. The lady told her they would be $1 a piece at the bin store, which I kind of thought was high for the bin store, but, you know, it was still a good value. And I looked at her, and I said, well, you'll have $2 and 14 cents in it. I said 7 cents change on, or tax on each one. She said, well, I think I want to do that. And so she's starting to learn to buy adult things, you know, instead of things just for kids or something like that along those lines. And so she bought those, and she's had them probably about 2 months at the most. I didn't get them up right away. I guess I should have, but I didn't get them up right away. But she sold those pretty quickly, I think, for this type of thing that you're going to have a directed buyer. And she sold these over this weekend for $20 for the set, which I was excited for because I thought, well, I'm going to put $20 on it. We'll see if we get some offers. We didn't even get any offers on them. I mean, it was just something that sold right away. The lady says, I love these bubble prints. And so she sold those for $20 plus $7.50 shipping. So we're going to do this in a flat rate, and I'm going to show her how to do the shipping on it, and I'll actually print the labels and things like that. And she also goes through my eBay account and all this, and I explained to her that we have a 60-day return policy, so I'll give her her money now, but she needs to give it back to me if the lady decides that she doesn't want them for some reason. You know, you always have to warn the children about things like that, and the adults too, from the sounds of it. You know, when I talk to people, they're doing the, oh my goodness, you know, I can't believe, you know, you've got a 60-day policy, and it's like, they're going to return it anyway. You know, if they're going to return it, they're going to try and return it. So you might as well make it as easy as possible for them. So, but that's all I've got today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment and subscribe. I appreciate all of the encouragement that I've been given from a lot of my friends and the reselling community, and those that are locally that are catching on and starting to watch me just a little bit. I'm learning a lot by doing these videos. It's something that I hadn't really intended on doing, but I thought, well, it might be a good learning experience for both of us. So I hope you enjoy those. Come back and see me on my channel. I'll have some other haul videos coming soon, and watch for the Plato's Closet one. I'm too tired to do it today, probably, so, because I've got a huge amount of things, you know, that I'll have to go through, and I'll have to show it really, really fast. I'll probably have to do two videos, actually, because I made 2 different trips down there. So hope you have a great day. Hope you're selling things if you're a seller, and that you're buying things if you're a buyer, and that you're enjoying every minute of it. Happy junking.